Hello, guys. Welcome to another session with me. If you're new here, I welcome you here. And if you're a continuing subscriber, I welcome you also. So, during the week, we could see we've tested this fair value gap higher time frame. We saw the market dipped into this fair value gap afterwards. Then we moved to the downside. After moving to the downside, you will see what an energetic pullback to the upside showing that what market is somehow correcting itself, maybe getting into the half range of this level of this weekly time frame, almost a level to get to that point, but market wasn't able to do that so far, and we've not already closed the week. So let's see what happens on Wednesday. Let's see what happens on Thursday and Friday. So for now, this is what we could see so far, and move to the daily time frame. So for the daily time frame, we could see what this fair value gap. We tested it. This was what Friday, Monday. We did this nice consolidation. Afterwards, we could see what a gradual pullback to the upside. So for the range over here, we could say market wants to come here. Okay, we are already at a premium level so far. So let's see how market trades to that level. Afterwards, maybe if it's an energetic pullback to the downside, it will show its direction to that side. So far, so good. So let's go to the on the 4-hour time frame. What does it tell me on the 4-hour time frame? We could see what market is changing its course to the upside. Maybe we have a gap right over here. Maybe we might fill in that gap. We might fill in that gap very soon enough. So far, as you can see, market is still consolidating right over here. It hasn't decided to move to its own direction so far. So I might say the XY, the dollar index is trying to tell us something. So far, so good. Let's see what happens during the week. The 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour time frame is not telling us much, but then the directional perspective of how the market is moving could tell us what market wants to move to the upside. Maybe because of an event or something. Maybe I think this week, president, the U.S. president is talking. He has a speech today. So probably that is why the market is giving us something of this sort. Maybe it will correct soon enough. On the 15-minute time frame, we could see what markets making a huge consolidation throughout what Tuesday. Throughout Tuesday, market was just making a consolidation throughout. Then we could see what an energetic pull to the downside, taking out all these liquidities, entering back into this fair value gap again. This fair value gap. Then we moved straight to the upside. We could see that we've broken what Asian session low. Afterwards, we moved to the upside. The same thing happens again. We could see what the open of what the day. Then we could see a manipulation, then an energetic pull back to the upside. Then we took out all this liquidity out of the market. Afterwards, we retraced to the downside. So far, you could see in this range we are what taking it's behaving as something my mentor used to call what seek and destroy. It's just looking for any people in the market and just taking out their stop losses and their TPs. Some people are hitting their TPs, and that's how the market works, guys. So far, that is what I'm seeing at DXY. So on this time we could see what markets also made the same consolidation at this point in time. But then what can we see? We could see what energetic pullback. We could see what's the consolidation, manipulation, distribution bar. At the end, we took down these lows out of the market. Afterwards, we moved to the upside. So ideally, if I have taken my trade over here, I would have been stopped out from the market. Afterwards, we took out what a higher time frame what level, which was what liquidities all over here. We took them all out, then we retraced back to the downside. Back to the downside. This is what I could see on US 30. On the 1 hour time frame, nothing ordinary happened over here. We could see what we consolidated throughout the sessions, which was not an ideal session that I would sit down and take any trades. Even though I also said I would be looking at this for the week, we could see what markets doing a real damage to other people, which is in a way not quite good. But let's see how the directional change will work. Yeah, the same thing on the 4 hour time frame is not giving us much. But so far as we have this level, go see what a fair value gap right over here. We tested that fair value gap. Maybe that might be where market wants to go to, or it has its own direction to go to. Daily time frame, we could nothing has happened much on the daily time frame so far. Wow, US oil also did the same thing. We consolidated throughout. Right over here. Like, yesterday we did that. Today we are doing the same thing. We entered into this fair value gap again. So right now, where does market want to trade to? We don't know yet. Unless it shows its direction to the outside. Probably. Probably that's what he wants to do so far. So on the 4 hour time frame, what can we say market wants to do here? We have just been moving to the downside, so energetic pullback to the downside. As you can see, we are just consolidating throughout, moving to the downside, taking everybody out of the market. A balanced market range is happening right over here. Market is just taking out people, moving to the, yeah, exactly what I was saying last yesterday. We could see what market was doing. We're just consolidating throughout. One, two, three, four. Move down. The range wasn't quite interesting. So for now, that is what I can see for all the markets so far. I don't think something will change my decision. So far, so good. We could see a fair value gap right over here. Maybe market would test to that level and move to the downside. Maybe it won't. Either way, let's see how market goes. So, guys, I'll leave you here. If there is anything, leave it in the comment section. Then we will discuss on it. Let me hear from you your views on how the market would behave in all the periods. So before I see you next time, peace. It's moving. So far so good. We could see on Thursday we traded from here to the downside. Afterwards, traded to the upside, giving us. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame. What we could see on the 15-minute time frame, we could see what I could see. Market opened at this point, the open day. Then we traded to the upside. Afterwards, we moved to the downside. Moving to the downside, we could take a trade from here, taking out what this liquidity out of the market to the downside. But then this was a nice range market did over here. As we dipped in back into this fair value gap right over here, then we traded to the upside, taking out these people out of the market. Maybe that was a well, that would be a very very good scenario how markets would trade to that point in time. So for Thursday, what I can see is that uptrend is happening, but then how I would want to take a trade, I would like to see market market dip here, and it did the same thing, then move to the upside. This is a nice trade setup where I can even enter into a trade and move to the upside, which would be a nice take profit for me. So right now I've noticed something which has been happening continuously. We could see anytime the market wants to go to the upside, it always moves to the downside first, taking out what liquidity out of the market before moving to the upside. So, for instance, as you can see, market has been moving in quite a range for some time. Then we move to the downside, entering into this fair value gap, then targeting these liquidities out of the market. We could see markets come to this range but I don't really know what markets wanted to do over there. Afterwards, we came to the downside again, into this fair value gap again. Then we are moving to the upside again, which is a nice perspective though. So for now, what I can see is market is moving away from the higher time frame fair value gap that I indicated some time ago. So let's go to DXY. DXY2 is doing a nice move with the same scenario. As you could see, markets will be opened over here. Markets consolidated to the downside, taking out all these liquidities. Afterwards, we retrace back to the upside, which is how we will be our take profit. Afterwards, market dipped back into this fair value gap again, taking most of the liquidities over here out of the before moving to the upside. For me so far, that this was what I wanted market to do for some time ago. I explained that I wanted to see market move to this side, either to move to this side afterwards, then we retrace back to the upside, which is doing the excellent thing I was talking about. But for now, we could see that we are dealing in a range. You could see this indication that I made over here on the higher time frame, hourly time frame. We could see that we dipped into the rates before we moved to the upside, which is a nice perspective that we could have taken out, taken a trade on, targeting this level to the high of this one and this one, which will be our trade projection. Even we can even use a fair value gap, a Fibonacci retracement over here. Let's look what Fibonacci will do. Sorry about that. If we take the body, we could see what market dip into that fair value gap right over here. That 62 70 retracement level 9s over there before we move to the upside, which can be an excellent trade tool for taking a profit out of the market. Let's see the 4 hour time frame. The same thing happening at the 4 hour time frame. What we could see was what market traded to this fair value, this gap right over here. Then we moved energetically to the upside, which was a nice move. In the market. Excellent move. Let's go to US 30. For US 30, we could see that now what market has been doing its consolidation at this point on the 4 hour time frame. So we could say that market might change its direction to the downside, or we could move to the upside. Probably either way, let's see what market gives us for US 30. So still we are still doing this consolidation over here, which is not giving us a quite projection on where the market wants to move towards, or maybe it's doing its own thing to the extent we would want to move to the outside, because we could see first it dipped into this fair value gap. Afterwards, we retraced to the upside, but then we moved down again to the we moved down again, taking out these liquidities out of the market, which is giving us a different look at what the market is trying to tell us. So I'll look at the 15-minute time frame. So for the 15-minute time frame, we could see what Wednesday doing the same consolidation, here also doing the same consolidation. So we could say throughout, mostly on Monday might be the day that you make a little bit of profit, but from Tuesday up to Thursday, nothing much happened in the market. We were just consolidating for some time, and still we are still consolidating in this range, even though we've taken out this levels liquidity out of the market. We would want to see where markets want to trade to, and also take up our trade.